And we are officially live. We will be streaming off of 2 Facebook accounts and our YouTube channel. Well, Sabrina's YouTube channel, which we have been doing for the last 2 seasons. Hello, this is Katarina. Welcome to Your Journey podcast host. And
Sabrina.
This is officially our season 3.
Yes. We're back from vacation. Not really.
Kind of mini.
Well, whatever. We had to take a break because we wanted to reformat this new podcast, which is this new series that we're doing, which is chakras.
Yes.
And we were setting up our chakras series, and we said we have to do the solar plexus, blah, blah, blah. And we said Lionsgate Portal is today, so let's do that.
Yes.
At the same time.
And here we are.
Yeah.
We decided to throw in Lionsgate. We decided to throw in a pendulum clearing and activation, something that we both have never actually done with any of our clients. So you guys will be the first. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see if anybody has shown up. I see 2 faces over here. 3. Hello, everybody. Welcome. And for anybody,
see you, but yeah,
we see them up here.
Okay.
This is our first time, so we will not get to all of the comments.
I'm a newbie.
So feel free to comment and we will get to them eventually. And for all those who are new, Welcome to Your Journey is basically a podcast that we decided to throw because we had so many people asking us questions. And we kept talking about all of our experiences and our perspectives. And we're like, let's just talk about it with as many people as we can. So here we are. We created this podcast called Welcome to Your Journey, talking about this journey of this human experience and how we are not just human, but we are also this
divine
energetic mass, divine energies. And so this is based on
if you're new here, Katarina, tell them about yourself.
My background is energy work, Reiki. I do tarot card readings, and this is just to name a few. And then we have
I do
Sabrina.
Tarot card readings. We love divine tarot. And I'm a Akashic Records,
an amazing Akashic
reading practitioner, and I'm also a master Reiki, and I'm also a pendulum healer, which is something we're going to be offering to you at the end of this podcast.
So with all that said,
yes.
Let's officially talk about Lionsgate. I want to talk about the energies. The energies. Sabrina, how have you been? How have you guys been? Write us in the comment section over
here. Tell
here.
us how you've been, because most people know. Hi, Orna.
Oh.
Hi, Joanne. Yes, happy Lionsgate, everyone.
And we're going to talk about Lionsgate and we'll talk about our perspectives too.
The Lionsgate has been insane in the membrane.
Energetically speaking?
To me, it's since 2024, it's been crazy. But I don't think it's just this portal. If most of you who follow us already know that we're experiencing these energies at a max level of intensity. I'm having a lot of dream clearing. So much is coming up. All my old relationships are coming up to clear, which a part of me is I don't even think of these people. And all of a sudden it's all coming up in my dreams, and it's fine. I have to accept it. I feel like a lot of my clients are having a lot of blockages with abundance, which is interesting because the Lionsgate portal is a little bit about that. But I don't know. I've been a hermit, so I've been enjoying my hermithood because the energies out there are a little bit too intense for me.
And I also just want to not clarify, but add on to what she's saying, because energy is so tricky. It is something we can't see. So it hides in not only our organs, but also our muscle tissue. And even now I'm learning a little bit more about the fascial system. So it hides in so many places. Oh, look at that.
I never get in on the live. Hello. Yeah, I have never done a live. So
it's her official first time live.
I'm excited.
And I'm excited for her as well. And she's doing great. You're doing great, Sabrina.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but of course I'm not. Right?
And yes, so that's all I want to clear up too. So it's normal that we think sometimes we clear something and then it comes back up because it was probably stuck somewhere else, or even in our energetic fields. We have a field. Our heart emanates electricity, therefore it emanates a magnetic field. But we'll get to the details of that.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's see what's
it is crazy. People are crazy.
People are crazy. But they're only crazy because you're crazy. Hi,
Felicia. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for catching us live. And also, I really want to be pay a huge thank you to all the old guard, everybody who's been following us from season 1, when we didn't even know what the hell we were doing in season 1.
But also people who follow me. We love the Divine Tarot. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you.
Excellent. So are we ready to dive right into it?
Yeah.
Let's dive right into it with just the content, just to give you an overview. This is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the Lionsgate. We're going to be talking about the chakra systems, because we're going to dive into the heart and solar plexus chakras. So we're going to just give you an overview of what is a chakra for all those who don't know. Then we're going to jump into the abundance, how to clear that, all the blockages, yada, yada, yada. Then we're going to jump into the portals. And just to give us our perspective, because we kind of have different perspectives, especially for all those who've been watching, and you kind of know that already. And then we're going to be doing
a pendulum activation
and clearing.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the Lionsgate. Let's go through that first and foremost. It's the alignment of the Earth, the Sun, Sirius, and the constellation of Orion. The constellation of Orion, you can find it at the top of the Pyramid of Giza. So all of this, like the Sirius Sun, what's wrong?
I was trying to point to the pyramids, but
the Sirius Sun is something very close to my heart, because I know that I am from Sirius Star, right? Sirius Star is the Christ consciousness. It's the Christ lineage, like Jesus Christ, Mary Magdalene, everyone comes from the Sirius Star. It's also like the blue whales, the dolphins. It's a blue, everything blue. The blue flame is Sirius. Yeah. Also, there's royal lions that come from Sirius.
Royal lions.
Yeah, I always thought it was from Lyra, because Lyra is the lion star system. But there's also royal lions. So what do we know? What do we know? All right.
What is royal lions?
Lions, like royal, regal lions.
Royal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
The Sirius Star is like, a lot of you must know what that is, because it's the blue star in the sky. And sometimes the blue star, the blue planet, the blue star in the sky. A lot of us see it. It's actually called a spiritual sun. And it's the one that shines the light on the soul, right? Whereas the Earth sun shines the light on the physical world, right? So it shows the physical body, and the sun. I found that so beautiful.
So Sirius is the soul.
Sirius is the soul.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
It's like and so this alignment is actually opening up. It's like a galactic portal opening up, right? But like, as you know, there's every day is a portal opening up. But
as we'll talk about
July, it opened July 22nd, or I'm not sure, till August 12th. The
Sirius portal,
the Lionsgate portal, open in July.
Opens
in July, it ends in August 12th. It closes August 12th.
But
the peak is August 8th.
Okay.
This is like, it's 15 degrees of Leo, and it's like the halfway point between the June solstice and the September solstice. So that's why there's like this, like we're in midway between the solstices.
Oh wow!
And it's intense, right? Like, I mean, it's so funny to me, because I was doing work with my pendulum, and it told me like the heart and the solar plexus are being activated within the collective. So the heart, I don't know, we'll talk about the heart after though. So let's just finish this. The portals is very, we're going to talk about portals after as well, but I just wanted to do a little overview of it. I don't want to talk too much about it, because most of you already have read thousands of things online about this Lionsgate portal. And one other thing I want to tell you about is it's August 8, and 2024 is 8. So it's an 888. And the next one will happen in 9 years from now. So it's really cool, right? So we're in it, we're feeling it. It's like, I've been talking a lot about solar activation for the past few months, and I'm literally feeling it so much in August. But the weird thing is, this August, I've been getting July to not really go into the sun. So I'm like, maybe there's like a really strong activation happening that was maybe a little bit too strong for the star seeds on Earth. I don't know, but we can delve deeper into that into another podcast. Maybe. But
would that be something you'd be interested
in reading?
We'll see.
The 8 is about infinity. It's about abundance. It's about power. It's about confidence. You know, it's all about that. The Lionsgate portal is about activating our DNA. It's about the codings. It's opening the coding. The 8 88, the 888 codes within you. This is like huge, right? But it's like 777 and 999. It's always the coding coming up.
The big numbers, the repetitive numbers.
I've been dreaming of my ex-husband. Very mixed feelings about that. Sure. I mean, maybe it needs to clear. It's great.
Maybe it does need to clear. I have been feeling the clearing as well. And I loved how you said that the series is this shedding light on the soul, and then the sun shedding light on the physical, because it kind of feels like we're merging both of those. And it was funny because we just finished our podcast on the mini tarot series of the Temperance, and we're talking about how that is a merging of both the spirit and material. And that's what I feel like we're doing. We're merging this 3D reality, this 3D experience with this 4D or 5D, whatever you want to call it, this kind of out of the box ethereal experience that we're all living, because energy is all that there is, technically speaking. So
there's also, like, before we go into the next thing, is really important, is that a lot of your gifts are coming online. A lot too. Okay. And it might be strange and you don't know what it is. You might see things, you might hear things, you might start to sense things, like the clairs, clairaudient, clairsentient, clairvoyant, so many other things, like,
which is already there.
Whatever.
Everybody has. Everybody has this.
Yeah.
But during these activations, during these high peak moments where the whole universe is conspiring to help us evolve, energetically speaking, it activates, and you might feel things, sense things, hear things at a more subtle level. And it's more of a question of just not being afraid of it.
Yeah.
Questioning it. Because as soon as you bring in fear, it's like you're regressing. It's like anything in life. If you're afraid of something, it's just you're kind of pushing that gift away. And we're here to tell you, don't push it away. Yeah,
like, these gifts are your innate gifts. It's like this is the beauty of you. Like, don't like, I can't tell you not to be scared of it, obviously, but see it as a blessing. To me, it's like, and now I'm like, yo, where are you? Come on down, everybody. And they're always like, no, man, we're not coming. You're going to be scared of us. I'm like, no.
Or at least take baby steps. You don't have to go full force. You can just take little baby steps and it's like, oh, okay, yes, I'm ready for you now. And the idea is to communicate. Everything is energy, meaning everything is information, meaning you can communicate with it. It's technically alive if you go by it by that definition. And it's just communicating. I'm not ready right now. Can you lower that frequency? Can you lower the gifts? Can you lower me hearing so profoundly at this very moment? It's communication. It's the same thing like humans. The only thing that is missing right now between people is communication. And it's the same thing for energy, same thing for your gifts, same thing for your body, right? We keep mentioning, talk to your body, talk to your emotions. So,
and trust your dreams, Charla. Like, it's like if your ex-husband's coming up, if your ex, whatever, me too. It's the same thing is happening like that. Then it needs to clear. Like, you have to. For me, it's about forgiveness. Obviously, there's a part of me that hasn't forgiven him, or I haven't forgiven myself. So it's like coming up, and it's like not comfortable, but it's going to come up again. So might as well be aware of it and like
might as well be with it and let it.
But clear. Also, like, feel the feel.
Thank you, Felicia. That's so sweet of you. Okay. So next, we're going to talk about the chakra system. So we're going to go dive in a little bit more into energy. This is what I love. So what is chakras? Why do we keep hearing about it? What is so special about them? If you really go to the anatomic level, our chakras, the definition is vortex, wheels of energy. And again, this is my opinion. This is my perspective. This is what I've understood in living and working and breathing energy work. Our spinal cord and our whole nervous system merges into these very, very specific knots within the spine. So if you have, let's say, a bunch of energetic cords, how do you say that? The wires. If you have a bunch of wires coming all in together into this one knot, it's going to generate a huge electrical field. It's going to generate a lot of energy. And this energy will create, therefore, I don't want to say an aura, but it will generate a magnetic field. And this magnetic field will then ultimately turn into kind of like a vortex. It's kind of like what you see in the second picture over here. So these are centered specifically in these areas on the spine. And science has actually shown that it's exactly where the chakra system, the Indian traditions, the colors, the symbolism, everything that this culture has talked about chakras, it's exactly aligned with the spinal cord. So all that to say that these energetic centers are connected to your organs, to your muscles, to specific areas of your body. So we're going to be talking about the heart chakra and the solar plexus, but just to give you an idea of where this is all coming from, it's not coming from in the air. This is like science have shown and proven that these energetic centers exist, and you can work with them, and you can not necessarily play around with them, but you can, how could I say it? You can pretty much explore and experiment and see, if I'm angry, where does it affect me? And then you'll kind of see where the anger sits, which we'll talk about in the solar plexus, because the solar plexus is connected to the liver, and the liver is a seat of anger. Anyways, everything is interconnected
that's all part of the Reiki and the pendulum healings. We know how to move the energy around, right? Like we know how to help you raise your frequency, lower your frequency.
And everybody could do this.
And everyone could do this.
Everybody can do this.
Right.
And it's just something
bad energy here in the USA with this election. Yeah, I mean that's a big thing. That's a collective energy that is around you, and I feel you, Orna, because it is heavy, and it's like how do you protect yourself from that kind of energy, right? So it's just becoming aware of yourself. Also, it's interesting. I mean, a lot of people carry stones with them, to amplify certain energies and to lower certain energies. So
or just to calm or just to ground yourself, because they have a vibrational frequency as well. And every stone will have an association with a chakra, depending. A color is all a color is a vibration and a frequency. And therefore it creates an energetic voltage, a charge that you can then use.
Yeah, you would want to carry obsidian around with you.
Yeah.
Blocks the energy of negativo energy.
For Uma, talking about?
Yeah, Orna. I did my manifestations. Woohoo! Perfect, Sylvia.
Amazing. Okay, so now that we know a little bit more about chakras, now that you dive, hopefully this made sense. Let me know if this made sense. It's okay if it didn't. So we're going to talk about the solar plexus and then the heart chakra.
Yeah, the solar plexus is found above it's the lower abdomen, around the stomach area, plexus, right?
Technically.
Yeah. And it's all about personal power and confidence, and abundance is related to that too. Manifestation, our beautiful Sylvia has just done her manifestations. It's all here.
Because if you're not confident, then you don't feel worthy to.
But also, solar plexus is a little bit ego. It's there.
Well, they're gone wrong. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
if you don't balance
control. It out. You want to have control. I want to control everything. It all comes from your solar plexus. Not exciting. So the ailments connected to it. The reasons I did this is because I was doing my pendulum healing and I came up with all this kind of information. It's really interesting. The possible ailments from a solar plexus is digestive issues, which is like gastro, ulcers, bloating. Then there's liver and pancreas, which is cirrhosis, diabetes, pancreatitis, whatever, chronic fatigue. Hello. Lack of energy, always tired, and muscle spasms. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I've been getting massive. Have you ever gotten those, you wake up in the middle of the night and your calf is tightened? Did you ever get that?
Yeah.
Oh,
long time ago. Yeah.
But it's happening now, which is so interesting. And I'm getting them on my upper thigh as well. So are you feeling any of these energies? The causes are usually from stress and anxiety, trauma, lack of boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries.
That's a big one for a lot of us. These are very collective causes here. This is the collective purge that's happening right now. power struggles. That's with the ego, like power struggles within your families, with your friends, at work. Like even power struggle with yourself. I feel like you're like, like I can't, like today we're talking about, we're constantly fighting with our own ego, right? Like the ego is like, no, don't do this, and you're like, it's very like
kind of that old version of ourselves that want to kind of they want to survive, because they want to keep us safe, they want to keep us. The power struggle, a lot of it is coping. We're coping with things that maybe we didn't want to face, that we're avoiding, right?
And then there's like fear of scarcity, which is all about abundance, right? So there's a lot of us like a fear of this failure, fear of not having enough money. Oh my God, how am I going to make it to my pension? How am I going to do this? And it's like, if you just trusted, right? This is the whole thing. This is the whole conversation. It's going to be always this conversation. Trust.
This is your reminder.
It really is. And anyways, this is the solar plexus. So limited beliefs and fear of change.
The change is a big one.
That's a big one. Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Discomfort. Nobody likes to be.
I have on me obsidian bracelets. There you go, Orna. You're good.
Beautiful.
Can I see what Lynn is saying? Hello. And Sylvie, yes, feeling lots of aches and pains at the moment. Our bodies are feeling it. I mean, the solar activity coming in is intense. It's not because you stayed out in the sun, by the way. You could be in a cubbyhole in the basement of your apartment. Like you could be in the basement of your apartment, your home, and it's all energetic.
You have to remember that everything affects us. If I move her stone here, she's not going to respond or react to it the same way as it was further down the line. If I give you a cup of water and I put it right at the tip of the table, almost about to fall, you're going to react and respond to it completely different. It's sending out a different frequency, a different vibration. Same goes with all the planets and the stars and everything aligned. That doesn't mean that you can't actually ground yourself to a point where it doesn't affect you. But a lot of us aren't there. And that includes me, that includes Sabrina. A lot of us still haven't mastered that. And a big part of it is because we don't trust. Going back to that. A big part of it is because we don't trust 100%, or we don't trust ourselves, but also we don't think we're worthy.
Which is a huge thing. I can't express how huge it is, because it totally blocks everything. That's why for me, I'm always like perplexed when I go into sessions with people, or I even read comments, and it's like people are like, well, I don't really trust, like, you trust me and you trust Katarina in your sessions, but you don't trust yourself. But we're mirrors of each other. So really you do trust yourself. You just like, but we've all been there. We have to get there. And that's like solar plexus always brings up Leo season to me. And this is like, right? It always feels very Leo energy to me. It's like the Leos are all about putting yourself out there in the spotlight, confidence. But the shadow side of Leo as well is very full ego, like always wanting to control their environments, control their relationships, control their thing,
or completely lack of confidence too.
And it's all
don't want to take charge,
that's
don't want to be seen.
Up.
And this is part of the blockages when we say shadow aspect, because you can have it if you're in total alignment, total trust, total self-worth activation on, like, I feel worthy of everything that I truly want and desire, then you're going to move forward without needing to, let's say, step on somebody else or make somebody else small, because you're no longer fighting against yourself. Does that make sense? I don't know, that made complete sense, but all that to say that there's a shadow aspect. So if you're not in alignment, or if you're blocked somewhere in terms of maybe you have too many doubts, too many fears, lack mentality, well, you're going to react in a different way than if you were in harmony and in balance.
And lack of boundaries is huge, because I've been dealing with that too. It's like we don't know where to draw the line for some people in our lives. We're always like, oh, well, they're alone in this world, and I feel bad for them, and I'm going to still bring them in, even though they make me super tired, or they completely drain my energy, or like I feel pain,
Meanwhile, we can be doing them a disfavor by doing that, because then they're not learning their lessons, and we're just saving them or thinking we're saving them.
Yeah. anyways, it's interesting because we listed the ailments, we listed the causes, but you're like, okay, so what? You're like, alignment happens with Reiki, with pendulum, but it happens by yourself as well. It's like you really, you like, let's say you have diabetes, right? So it's you actually talking to your cells and saying, I realize I have diabetes right now. It's you doing the work on you, talking to yourself and saying, I understand this is my sugar level, but like, I love my liver and I love my pancreas and I love, it's really loving your organs and loving everything about it. Like people, when I can't express how many eye rolls I get when I say things like that, but I will continue to just say it over and over again, because I truly believe that you are the healer. You are your own healer.
And remember, words are a frequency. And a lot of the times when people, for example, going back to the diabetes example, a lot of people say they don't love that part of themselves that has diabetes a big part of the time. And then it just grows and expands. There is a different frequency in healing abilities with love versus fear or hate or resentment. There is a different frequency. It's been shown. You've seen it with water. The Dr. Haramoto, I'm not saying his name properly, but he has done research with water where one glass of water, he would say very hateful things, resentful things, versus a glass of water with very loving words. And he would then freeze them to get the actual, not geometric shapes, how do you call that? He would get crystallizations of the water, and they would be completely different. The same water, just using different words, aka different frequencies. So yes, 100%.
Yeah, because a lot of people know me. Sorry, I cut you off. A lot of people know me that every morning, my only skincare routine is ice cold water, and I talk to it. Love, poof. I love you. I am divine. Poof. I do that like 20 times.
I love that.
It's amazing. And I don't see it, the crystallization, but that's what's like keeping me so young.
And that doesn't mean that you're not going to get intuitive hits of, let's say, eating less sugar or using this particular herb or this particular tea, but it's a question of talking to yourself, but then listening to yourself, listening to the response. What is your body telling you? What is it craving for right now? And why is it craving that? Where it's just to have an ongoing dialogue with you, yourself. That is energy work.
Yeah.
That is the core basis of we've practiced energy work. We've practiced Reiki. She's practiced Akashic record readings. And yes, okay, we've become more sensitive and fine-tuned. And that's why we're able to help others to see their sensitivity. But at the end of the day, we're not doing anything special. We're just practicing and we're applying our knowledge as much as we can, because us too, we regress. I still have my ego that talks in my ear and tells me, you're not good enough. Just today, I woke up today. I'm like, should we be doing this live? Is this actually a good idea? And here we are.
Here we are. So next slide is the heart chakra.
Yes. Which you were saying, the pendulum that you were.
So yeah, the heart chakra was really interesting because we were going to just do the solar plexus because it's associated to the lion's gate. And I went to my pendulum and I asked, and they're like, so what's coming up in the collective right now? And they're like, you need to speak about the heart chakra. That is a blockage for the human. I'm like, okay.
Which we have kind of crazy stories about that.
We have a lot of crazy stories about that, and we're going to talk about it. So let's just talk about heart chakra. What is that? It rules the love and compassion and forgiveness and what else?
What am I? It rules
emotional
the lungs.
Balance,
lungs too, which I find really interesting because they call it the breath of life. So every time you're breathing life. The oxygen is technically alive.
But the heart chakra is like the upper back and the shoulders, your breasts, like it's everything. Right? It's like you always assume heart chakra. It's here at the center, by the way. I always thought it was
it's tilted to the left from what I understand.
The center of the chest. Okay. So the possible ailments, which is the crazy stories, is cardiovascular, which is heart disease, heart attack, cardiac arrests, respiratory problems, which is again asthma, breath, like the shortness of breath, which is happening to me a lot. Everybody's like, are you so out of shape? I'm like, no, man. It has nothing to do with that. Immune system disorders, which is like you're frequently ill. Upper back and shoulder pain, which we feel a lot. And breast health issues. It could be cancer, cysts, or whatever, tenderness of breasts. So what I wanted to bring up was in this past week and a half, 2 weeks, let's say, I think I've heard about 5 cases of heart problems, heart attack, cardiac arrest, stroke. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? But I know that the portal and also just in general, the heart is being activated in a massive way. Like, but the whole body, as we activate in our DNA and our body, the coding and everything that people still don't really believe in, it's like moving. The heart is the heart is the most important chakra.
It's the center.
It's
really the center.
To me, I feel like all the chakras at one point eventually will all integrate into the heart chakra. I think the whole world will become a heart chakra. That's what our goal is, and I've always seen that. So that to me, the heart chakra is so important. And there's a little rewiring happening in the collective, right? So people who are not fully accepting of the activation, their bodies are like, what the F? And boom. But there could be other things, obviously. The causes of heart chakra is the emotional trauma that's coming up, of course. The fear of vulnerability, that's a big one in the collective. I think the whole thing is like, wow. Toxic relationships, people, ex-husbands, lack of self-love, suppressed emotions, and unforgiveness, which is huge, because have you forgiven yourself for all the mistakes that you've made? Have you forgiven others for treating you badly? Like, this is like a huge thing, because if we hold on to these energies, people, we cannot evolve. We cannot move forward, and we will get stuck. We will get stagnant in an old world. Right? We will experience heart disease. We'll experience immune system disorders. We'll experience it all. And you're like laughing in the thing. You're smiling or something. It's like such a big.
It's true. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree completely.
To me, it's like so imperative right now that we start paying attention to the diseases that are coming up within our body, the discomfort coming up in our body, and not just finding an explanation on ChatGPT or like on Google about it, but actually asking yourself, you're like, oh, should I stop eating? No. Like, a lot of the things I ask is like, should I stop eating? They're like, no. Should I stop drinking? No. Like, like I'm listening to myself. I mean, I've been told to stop drinking. They're like, stop drinking freaking alcohol. So I'm like, okay. Not that I drink a lot anymore, but even like one glass, they're like, one glass. But listen, anyways, that's what my big rant is here about.
Well, I find the fact that you picked up on the heart chakra was super interesting, because my father had a heart attack last month. And then after that, I've been just hearing multiple people having heart attacks, and that definition and the clearing, but also the activation, to me feels very legit. Like, there's something going on. And the whole forgiveness part, I think, is super important as well, because you can forgive others, but have you really forgiven yourself for allowing others to do things? This is where I feel a lot of the resistance still remains. And ask yourself, why can't I forgive? If there is a situation that you're resisting, or you cannot, oh, no, I can't forgive that. No way I can forgive that. Why? What about it? Because if you really dig deep and go in to the core of the matter, it probably has something to do with you and how you felt about that situation. And we talk about it all the time. Whatever storyline we create, there's always an emotion behind it that we don't want to feel, or that we're avoiding, not necessarily consciously, but subconsciously. So the fact that the heart chakra came up specifically for this Lion's Gate, because Lion's Gate, as Sabrina was mentioning, has to do with abundance, but there's no room for abundance and happiness and wealth and
and
freedom,
unity and
if you're
nothing.
still holding on to old hurts and old pains and old resentments and old angers, there's no place. That needs to be, this is what we mean by clearing out. If you want all of that good stuff, can you feel these emotions finally out of your body? Meaning just allowing them to be what they are, just energy in motion, emotions. And if you can't, ask yourself why. And if you can pray a little deeper, and then somebody once told me, or I heard it on a video, talk to your emotions as if they were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to your emotions, or humans, but specifically kids, because that's what emotions are. They're just like these energetic balls of energy that just wants your attention. Can you just give it attention and be like, okay, there's sadness in my body, there's anger in my body. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just an emotion. Doesn't mean you go and you act on it. You don't go and punching someone in the face, but can you actually give it the attention that it's been crying for? That's not always easy though.
Yeah, it's the same with the ego. Like talk to your ego. Like talk to everything, every part of your body, because it's so important. I want to bring up a big thing, because I wrote emotional trauma, but there's unresolved grief. That's huge. And I mean, I know, and my family knows it. Everybody knows grief. I know a lot. Most of you here watching me, I know for sure that you've experienced grief in your life. And it's something that sits so heavy on the heart when, as you like evolve on this journey, you know that you start to understand death more and more. But anyways, but it to me, it could keep you very stagnant, grief, because to me, death is just another level of life, right? Like, I'm a soul living in a physical vessel, and her name is Sabrina, and she's so cute with her earrings. But when my soul dies, well, these beautiful earrings are going to go, but she's going to go on to live on another life. And we're attached too much to our humans, and there's nothing wrong with it, because I dearly miss the humans that I have gone. But I don't know, it's like the more we evolve on this journey, the more we become more soul centered and less physically centered. There's nothing wrong with it. But I really feel like grief holds you back a lot.
It's
interesting. It keeps you very congested.
And it's usually seated centers in the lungs. Or is it in the heart? You're the one who told me.
In the heart.
In the heart?
Yeah.
So it's interesting that it's coming up to clear. And I agree. Grief could be a huge one, because it's one that has many layers. Because a lot of the times we're grieving a soul, but we're really grieving all the possibilities of the coulda, shoulda, woulda-s, right? Not just the grieving of the soul. You're grieving all the possibilities that could have happened, or all the, oh, if only they had done this, or made the right turn, or if I was just there at that moment. So you're grieving multi-leveled aspects, energetically speaking. So it's
in the Lionsgate portal, and every freaking portal, and everything that's coming up is trying to clear that, and it's really important to allow it to clear. So if you perhaps maybe like, these talks are for us to, like, it doesn't have to be right now. It could be something that you sit with and say, oh my God, it's true, it's coming up. Like, why is my sister always coming up all of a sudden? It's because, she's probably saying, get rid of me. I'm very happy where I am. But it's also coming up because a part of me blames myself. A part of me, a lot of that is like, what could I have done? What should I have done? But there's no point.
Forgiveness, right? Comes into place,
no point,
right?
Because it's doing what? But it's an energy center that's stuck. Like the chakras that she showed us. It's like a vortex that's like just going over like this. It's like, oh my God, I just need to.
And this is what she means by clearing. Things are coming up to the surface, and we can ignore it. We can be angry with it. We can be sad about it. Why am I thinking this again? Oh, no. Oh, I'm thinking about this again. How can I rephrase that questioning?
But we could be angry, like you said.
Yeah, 100%.
But then
it's being angry in that moment without guilt tripping yourself and shaming yourself, which that then clears the vessel, clears the emotion, allows the emotional charge to just run its course because it's just energy in motion, right? Is that clear for everybody?
So clear. Grieving is love. Aww, you should put that. That's beautiful. I love that. It is.
It is love.
It is love.
It is a deep, 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 deep sense aspect of love. It's beautiful.
So we always going to love people who are not here with us. So grief will always going to be part of us. Yes, always.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent, but then we
accept it.
We accept it's not grief that is like your the way you associate grief, because a lot of us grief is just heavy energy. Just, you know, hey, hi, Lori, welcome.
We're happy you're here. But yes, grief, the way we associate it could
with love. If you do it like grieving is love, 1000%. You think about it, you grieve, your love. But a lot of it is unfortunately associated with like blame and shame and like no.
Yeah, 100%.
But it's cool. Good for you.
If you can see it like that, then yeah, it's always going to be a part of your life because it's love at the end of the day. 100%. Okay, we are now heading into abundance, which we already touched by.
Yeah,
we already touched a lot about it. Basically, everything that you're holding on to, all these emotions, all these storylines, right? Really the storylines. If there's a story that keeps coming up and it's generating anger, usually dive into that, because that's probably where the money blockages or the wealth blockages or just your blockages are.
And the reason we bring up abundance is because of the Lion Gates portal, because the 8 is about manifestation and abundance. But it's and also, like, I have to say it in my sessions, it's coming up a lot. Everyone's like, yo man, why can't I be a millionaire? And what is wrong with me? And I'm like, nothing is wrong with you, and you're never going to be a millionaire. Get that out of your head. And if you want to be a millionaire, fine, but don't focus on the millionaire. Like, don't focus on the I want to be rich. And this is the human collective of the matrix. It's like, don't focus on anything. Can you say it? Trust. Can you trust that the universe will provide for you? You know what I always say to people? If you believe in God, or if you believe in creator, if you believe in universe, energy, whatever you want to believe in, source, whatever, if you really truly believe in that, then you know that it will provide. My higher self will provide. And it's like a constant blockage for the human. It's like, no, but I want it right now. And I want it like yesterday. And I've been working. Okay, we're going to talk a lot. So I put down some points because it's really important, these points. Generational baggage, people. Well, I come from
talking about the blockages.
The blockages. You come from like our parents who work really hard for their money, or they put a lot of like what?
Nothing.
Okay,
I was just gonna check the comments, but go ahead. I'll check them
out. Yeah, like my grandfather did this, my father did this, and then it's like, wow, then that's how I'm gonna spend my money, and this is how I'm gonna save my money, and this is how I'm gonna do it. But in God or a creator is like a universe, like, yo man, are you for real? No. We have to change things up. Can you just release it? It's not that I'm saying to be lazy and sit on your bed and do nothing. It's not that. It's to listen. Like, to me, I know that I trigger my family because they're always like, oh my God, you don't have a corporate job, you know, like, oh my God, how are you going to survive?
Which is just love.
They're Felicia, acting out watching. Don't worry about it. It's love. But it's like, I truly believe that I am provided for, and I am, and every month I'm provided for, and I can pay everything, and I have a certain lifestyle that I can attain because of it, and thanks to all of you who also buy sessions from me. But also, that's part of the whole plan. Abundance is like, unfortunately, in this society, it's the only way you can do it is if you go to school and you get a master's and a PhD and 7,000 like diplomas, or you are like work really hard. Trust me, I've worked really hard, and like I still struggled, right? Because I didn't really truly believe. I'm getting all like psycho. So you go like psycho, no, the fear of failure is a huge thing. I've like lived with this fear my whole life. I never wanted to fail because my father was a successful entrepreneur. So I always wanted to live up to his like standard. I always wanted to be like, oh, but that fear of failure kind of killed me, right? Kind of killed my spirit. And that's why I probably was always stumbling. I was like, a lot of money, no money, a lot of money, no money, because I never trusted myself.
Or it's also because you had to learn the lesson to trust. That's why you stumbled.
Of course.
So this is where the energetic and the universe always conspires with us, even if it looks like it's not.
It's not.
She had a old programming of fear.
Yeah.
She wanted to not fear failure. Well, her soul wanted it to. But because her avatar, Sabrina, feared failure, the universe put her these tests.
Always.
We're gonna
make you fail.
Bring you down.
Again.
So you learn to not fear failure.
Yeah.
To be okay, to love yourself even if you failed. Yeah. This is where the magic is. Can you love yourself no matter what happens to you, no matter what is or what is not?
And especially the failure, to me, is the biggest blessing, because they make you fail. They make you fail. You get onto that path of failure for them to realize, okay, it's not the right place you're going. You're not going to the right place. And also there's divine timing that is happening right now. Like, why aren't you paying attention? Like, wait. Like, sometimes I tell people in sessions, like, your abundance is coming, but in like 3 years, I'm like, excuse me, I want it right now. I'm like, no, man, it's not going to happen like that. But then you
have lessons to learn. You still have old programmings. There's still a lack mentality. This is what you probably don't feel worthy, because you can have all the money, but you might lose it tomorrow. Because if you don't feel like you deserve to have all that money or all those beautiful things or that beautiful, successful relationship or that man, if you don't feel worthy, if you don't feel like you deserve it, forget about it. It's you'll get it, but you'll lose it right away, because you're going to self-sabotage yourself, or something's going to happen because you still are not in that vibrational frequency, which is okay. Which is fine. It's just there's still parts of yourself that you need to love 100,000%.
And it's all about awareness. Yeah. It's just being aware. Like, I find myself in there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm here again. I realize, okay, it's coming up again. It's like, whether it's abundance in love and abundance of money or abundance of whatever it is, right? It's just like, okay. But as soon as you step into the awareness, you're able to like, it's able to just dissolve. And then I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the next one. Let's do this. I like what we wrote down here, because this is something.
And what she means about awareness is like, I'm afraid again. It's okay if I'm afraid. I still love myself even if I'm afraid. Oh, I don't believe I'm worthy of this.
I misstepped. Oops.
Yeah, I misstepped. I'm not a stupid. I'm just misstepped. Big deal. Like, I still love myself even if I misstepped, even if I made a mistake, which I believe mistakes are just beautiful opportunities.
Mistake.
Anyways, beautiful opportunities of trying something differently, right? But we don't see it like that, because we've been told from a very young age, if you fail, then you're going to go back a year and you're not going to be successful, and yada. Meanwhile, the biggest entrepreneurs, the biggest successful people are the ones who failed multiple times and got back up, because they know that failure is what bringing them to their success. Because if you fail, that means you're not doing something properly, meaning it gives you an opportunity to do something even better and bigger. And
but also, like, if you relate to being a star seed or a light worker or whatever, we didn't come here to make millions and billions of dollars. That's just the matrix. We came here to literally activate the grids and just live life and experience this human life, right? So the fact is, a human is like one who is like focusing so much on money and abundance and money, because abundance comes. It's like fruitful, it's harvest, it just comes whenever. You will be fed, you will be sheltered, you will be loved, you will, all of these things. Can we be okay with that, right? Can we be like, can you be okay with being poor? That's a big one, right? It's like, what? No, because poor is such a bad thing. Like, it's so funny. I got into a conversation with like my stepmother about, can you be okay with being homeless? And she's like, oh, no, of course not. I can't. But what's wrong with that? Like, why the negative connotation of these words? And why is it okay? So there's people out there, like, we feel sorry for all, like, I I've met homeless people who are very happy on the streets, actually. And there's some that are not, of course. But there's their soul contracts. And also, it's just like, to me,
Lessons.
who are we?
Yeah.
Right?
Mm.
But who are we to like judge another? And some people choose to live like this, and some people choose to live higher, and some people choose to live lower. And it's like not up for us to judge.
What were the other questions that you wrote?
Can you detach from your perspective on money? And what limiting beliefs or fears are holding you back from achieving abundance? I mean, these are big things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very, very big things. So now we're
Anyways.
getting into the actual clearing. This is for
Oh.
everybody who's live.
This is the portal and narratives.
Oh, the portal narrative. Sorry.
Okay, we don't have to.
But I
Yeah.
mean, we can dive into it, and then we can dive
We can
into
talk about it after.
You want to talk about it after?
Yeah, or like the portal and narrative. Yeah,
We can talk about it after,
Yeah.
100%. So we'll dive into right away the Reiki and pendulum activation. So everybody who's here live right now, if you have a moment, you can just get a little more comfortable, have an opportunity. If you can actually close your eyes, people who are driving, maybe not do this while you're driving, but close your eyes and just take a couple of deep breaths to really get into your body, telling your body, because as soon as you start calming down the breath, you're telling your body that it's safe enough to release and safe enough to allow whatever we're going to be offering to you at this very moment. And what we're going to be offering you is a beautiful energy healing Reiki. But what we're going to do is going to be slightly different than what we've practiced. And it's going to be our first time. So I'm super excited. Let us know if you feel anything in the comment section. So she's going to be working with her pendulum, which she has not done for any clients. So you guys have this exclusive opportunity to not be our guinea pigs, but be
I've done it on myself, so don't worry.
There you go.
Yeah.
But just a perfect opportunity to try this beautiful, beautiful
activation. It's a healing, it's a clearing.
Work of art. Because
Yeah.
energy work is work of art. That's what I think. Everything is work of art. But anyways, that's details. So
I'm gonna clear what I do is I talk to my pendulum right before this session, and I asked I want to clear we went through a whole like discussion together. Look, it's like going. And we were talking about clearing the heart chakra and the solar plexus. Okay, so what I've written down a whole bunch of intentions and commands.
And are you saying them out loud?
I'm going to say them out loud.
Amazing. And just to clarify, when she says she's talking with her pendulum, she's actually communicating with it, because everything is a tool. Everything you can use. Even chefs know this. Their knife is an extension of their arm. And a lot of them take extreme good care of them. And some of them actually talk to their knives. And it's an exchange. Sorry?
I talk to everything.
Everything is an exchange.
I talk to my crystal.
Everything is a tool. And the way you treat it, that's how it's going to treat you back. And that's true with everything, not just energetic tools. Everything in life.
Food. Everything.
Everything technically is alive. Okay. Everything has atoms. Everything has electrons, and they're all alive. They're all operating through energy. Energy is all there is, really. We're only 0.0001% matter. And even that is debatable.
So I want you to, like, if you're feeling like, we talked about the solar plexus and we talked about the heart, right? We talked about how the solar plexus was digestive, how it was, hello, Edita. We talked about what's liver, pancreas. We talked about all that. But the immune system is solar plexus. The back, the shoulders. I think that's hard. But anyways.
But what do you?
I need them to like focus a place on their body.
Okay, so become more aware. So be aware.
Be aware where in your body you might feel any of these things, or where you've been feeling,
or where you want to
trauma.
set that intention to go.
Because what I'm doing is a collective clearing. I've already discussed it with my
and if it goes to the collective, it will go to the individual. And that's why I love it that we have some live people that are actually watching us live, because you're going to get firsthand into this activation. And anybody who's going to be watching this video later on, you're going to get it as well, because energy has no boundaries whatsoever. So it's going to go where it needs to go at the moment it needs to go. So if you don't feel it today, you might feel an activation even tomorrow. But the fact that the only thing that you need to do is accept it. I today accept this energy clearing from Sabrina and Katarina, mostly Sabrina, because what I'm going to be doing is applying my Reiki onto her to amplify her abilities to clear as well and activate as well. So it's going to be something new for me. So I'm super, super excited. So we're going to dive right into it.
Yeah.
Since we still have a lot of viewers. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching us from the beginning. And yeah, get comfortable.
Yeah,
get comfortable.
It's going to be a little quiet, but I'm going to talk soon.
And then I'm going to start also.
All right. My intention is to clear and heal the solar plexus and heart chakra for the collective, bringing balance, love, and healthy vibration to all. I call upon the universal energy of love to support this intention for the highest good of all. Cleanse and purify the solar plexus chakra of the collective from all blockages. Cleanse and purify the heart chakra of the collective from all blockages. Empower the collective with confidence, personal power, and courage. Open the collective heart chakra to give, receive unconditional love and compassion. Release all fears, anxieties, and limiting beliefs from the collective solar plexus chakra. Release all emotional pain, grief, and unforgiveness from the collective heart chakra. Open the collective to the infinite flow of abundance. Remove all negative beliefs about wealth and prosperity. Surround the collective with an energy of abundance and success. Open the collective to the infinite flow of love and compassion. Remove all blockages and limiting beliefs about love and relationships. Surround the collective with an energy of love, understanding, and unity. Thank you, universal energy. Thank you, pendulum. Thank you, higher self. Thank you, Katarina and Sabrina, for your assistance. Thank you to you all for being here. The collective solar plexus and heart chakra are balanced, healed, and cleared. So it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. Sorry.
No,
I've like done. This was amazing. I don't know if any of you saw this. I don't think you saw this, but it released all your energy, and then it restored all your energy, and then it like stayed. I love it.
For all those just slowly waking up right now.
Sorry, I'm like excited.
Let us know if you felt anything. I know when I was doing it to you, the first thing that I was focusing on was the heart solar plexus, but then right away to your throat. It was all throat for you. So it was interesting.
Interesting
that we were explaining that.
So
anyways,
yesterday, by the way, yesterday I was doing, I was hermiting, like I told you guys. Maybe put your hand in it.
We'll get back to that, Lynn. But yes, what were you saying?
I did art, and I did this like for today, Lionsgate portal. So I just activated you guys with this piece of art. So cool, right?
It's gorgeous.
Okay, maybe put your hand in it. Okay, I just read it again. Hello, ladies. Okay, let's do this. That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. I wish it was a little longer. Maybe next time we'll do a full episode.
Yeah, we could do a longer one, but it's like it's supposed to be what it is, really.
Yeah, 100%.
It doesn't have to be any like
that. I agree.
Yeah. So this was amazing. How do you guys feeling? You probably won't feel it now, anyways. You'll only feel it later on.
Maybe tonight when you go to bed, and let us know if you have any dreams.
Yeah,
that get activated. You okay, Sabrina?
I'm good. Yeah, it was pretty intense. A lot of energy.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I felt it also. At a point, I saw myself hovering over the collective as well. It's hard to explain. Anyways, this is energy work. We have a lot of downloads, and then we try to explain it with words, which is impossible because you cannot explain these kinds of energies with words. But
and also, like a lot of star seeds, or a lot of you guys are transmuting energies that you don't even realize. When you go out in public, you come home and you're exhausted, and everyone's like, "What?" Because you don't even know. You're transmuting everybody's energies, and I do that all the time. And I'm like, "Oh, I just need to sleep for 3 days." So sorry, on your heart and solar plex. I meant what you did. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Very relaxing. Thank you, Barb. Nice to see you.
So we're gonna end it with this last little part about portals and narratives. Our take on portals as well. So me and Sabrina, we talk about this a lot, but portals open up at every single moment. You have an opportunity to go into multiple portals at the same time. When you're having a conversation with someone, when you're aware of what's happening and you deciding not to react, and respond, taking a step back before you actually say something, you're entering a different portal. You're entering a different version of yourself. You're entering a different version of how this conversation can actually flow and go, right? So portals are available at any moment, not just the Lionsgate. Lionsgate's beautiful because you do have these astrological phenomenons that are aligning and conspiring. And yes, you can take part in that, but we really want to be clear that portals are everywhere.
Yeah. Also, because you know what it is for me, it's, and a lot of my listeners that already listen to me on YouTube know this. It's like, oh, it's a new moon. Oh my God, it's a summer solstice. And it's like if every single day we could see every day as a portal, then we would raise our vibration every single day, and we would allow the healing to happen every single day instead of just the new moon and the full moon and this and this and that. Like, let's just do it every minute of the day. And for me, is imagine how this world, this planet, would raise its vibration. It feels like a narrative to me, the portals and these. It's a new moon, and it's just to keep people attached to these things. But every single minute of the day, you have a chance to heal yourself. You have a chance to restore your energy. You have a chance to raise your vibration, raise your frequency, be nice to people, find the courage inside you, face your fears. It's every single moment of the day. And it was a big thing for me, because before I was attached to all these moons, but now I'm like, no, every day is
every day could be a new moon.
Every day is energy day.
Could be
right?
Full moon.
And it's like a beautiful thing. I would wish that, because we put so much of the highest energy within these portals, and just do it when you wake up every morning.
Basically, what I'm hearing is that a portal is just you being aware that you have the power. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to set foot into a new direction. You have the power to actually step into something that you've probably never done before, which will change the course of your whole life. So awareness is the key element to all this.
And I'm pulling cards for you guys now.
For the collective?
Everybody, the collective, and you guys are watching, because you came here to watch this.
Yes.
Even the ones who are watching the
replays.
The replays. Look at this. We got the 9 of Swords. Oh, 9 of Wands, which is rest and reconsider. What a big one to come up with right now, right?
Well, it's perfect, because it's pretty intense what you guys are all feeling. A lot of you, even in the chat room, have been saying that there's
all these old energies coming up.
Old energies, dreams clearings.
So much dream clearing, people. Take advantage of it, and don't get what's her name? Shara? I don't want to say it wrong. Her name.
In regards to the dreams?
Yeah.
Of her ex? I don't remember.
Charla. She was saying how your ex-husband was coming up. That's a big thing. It's not something to ignore. It's move into that forgiveness of him, and forgiveness of you for doing this. It's I love it. This is the moment, and I can't express more. When your body tells you to sleep, when your body says rest, when all your friends are going out to party, or when everyone is going to that family gathering, and your body's like, no, listen to your body. It's so, so important. Look at the second card that showed up. The Wheel of Fortune. And what is it underneath? Flow, which is exactly this.
And Wheel of Fortune is usually that.
Energy flow.
It is destiny pushing you into another direction. And you cannot do that without clearing, as we've been saying, and without resting for that clearing to happen as well.
Yes, thank you. I'm going to start walking around with a magic wand in my pocket. I'll raise my awareness of my power. Boom, baby. I love it. And the last card we got is the 8 of Wands, which is success and growth, which ties into abundance and manifestation. Manifestation, abundance comes when you truly trust yourself, when you truly believe that you are provided for by God, creator, source, by your higher self. Trust that. That is what I can leave you with. I'm excited. We're going to do this.
And growth.
More and more.
For all those doing the work, for all those paying attention and being aware, and at least trying to be. Just the fact that you've decided, I want to be more aware.
I have to mention this.
Go. Also, I want to say thank you to all those that said that they felt relaxed during
the 3 cards are Sagittarius cards.
Oh wow.
So crazy.
We just did Temperance, which was just,
I love it. And look at the bottom of the deck. I have to show you this. It's the Fool card.
Oh, there
trust. Look, trust.
That's the official new beginning. The Fool card is all about jumping and taking that leap of faith.
Yeah.
And just
thank you.
Just
thank you, everybody. This was amazing. So glad I'm catching you while you're still alive. Yeah. Woo-hoo.
The Fool is literally just like diving into something new, but you can't dive into something new if you're still holding on to the baggage of the emotions and the physical.
Have a magical evening too.
Mental. Bye. All of it.
Go Saggy. Exactly, Orna. I thought about you. I was like, wow. And we were just doing the Temperance card, so that's funny. So
yes, for all those who
Saggy
don't know,
is fire sign. So if anyone's fire, yeah.
Which
fire,
is perfect.
Which is Leo. Yeah, hello. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love it. Okay.
So for all those who don't know, we have a mini tarot series. So you're going to have the Temperance card that's going to come out on Saturday. And we're going to be doing probably more lives like this because I am loving all the feedback. And I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed doing it. It was super nerve-wracking. You should have seen us like 30 minutes in. We're like, oh my God, 30 minutes. Oh my God, 10 minutes. Oh my God, 5 minutes. 3
and also,
minutes.
If you have like any topics of conversations that you want to hear about, please, always, it's always like welcome because we want to deliver. We want to be able to help you and provide whatever you need, right, in the field. So yeah, we're open to that. All right, what else do you want to talk about? I think we're good. We
have officially launched our Welcome to Your Journey channel, YouTube channel. So you'll probably be seeing, just start liking that because that's where all the videos are going to be. That's where we're going to be doing our next lives. We probably for the next 2 or 3 will still
stay here.
We'll still post it on
Facebook.
We Love Divine and also the new channel.
You're great.
And we will add it down below with the link. We'll add all the links. But yes, thank you for interacting with us. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for watching live with us.
Cheryl, hi. So nice to see you guys. I see you commenting on my tarot, and it's nice that you're here to join with us. All right. So,
is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, but no. I think I can talk forever. So I'm gonna stop
yes, we can.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Thank you guys, and we will see you all next week.
You
all next week. And
we'll see you next week. We're not going to do it Thursday. We'll probably do it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, probably Wednesday
this time around, and maybe earlier.
We're going to try to decide on multiple different ones so you guys could arrange your schedules to be with us. We would love that.
Yeah.
But you can always catch us on the replay.
Yeah.
That works too.
All right. Bye, guys. I love you so much.
Bye.
I'll see you Saturday, and I'll see you guys Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.